Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As you saw from our billing, we are here to talk about the creation of business plans and their importance in possibly starting up a new business. Now, I've talked to many people who want to go ahead and jump into business. They really don't have a plan. And if you're familiar with a TV show that airs on ABC television, Shark Tank, those new entrepreneurs that have a business plan do very well because the investors do provide them with funds. Now, in order to go ahead and put that plan together, we have to know what goes into it. Consider that business plan as a birthday cake to you. Well, we have to know what the recipe and the ingredients are. And if I can direct your attention to, there is the components of an executive summary. Now, that summary should be short and concise. We call it executive because top management does not have a lot of time to go ahead and review particulars about any plan. They want a top-level summary, a macro view, and that needs to be provided. If they want more questions of you, they're going to ask it. When we look at the company description, we have to tell the lender or investor who we are, who makes up our management team and our employee base, and then we have to tell them about the market that we want to be involved in. Is it a brand new market that we're creating, or are we coming into a market that already has a lot of competitors? We look at the market analysis, the products that we're going to offer in our services, and then we look again at competition and say, we have a better mousetrap than the competitor that's across the street. When we look at our marketing and our sales function, we're looking at, are we hiring employees, independent contractors? We need to go ahead and be able to not only say who we're going to hire, but also in management and operations and financial, how we're going to go ahead and provide funds to cover our expenses and hopefully reach break even at a point in the very near future. Now, if I may, with the summary, we begin with that company overview, and we want to go ahead and provide what that company is doing. I'm going to use an example, if I may, which is a local company located down the road. It's called the Century Banquet Center. And what that company does is provides for corporate and private parties, for showers, funeral luncheons, weddings, and we do it for the general public and for small employers. That's our target market. And the industry and the company, what they're involved in is catering, both on-site and off-site. And what the company would like to become in the future is additional business opportunities, be able to expand the physical plant to have larger accommodation for parties. Currently, they can accommodate up to 600 people. Eventually, we'd like to be able to subdivide our banquet center to provide for parties from anywhere from 50 to 1,000 people. When we look at market analysis, products and services, we look at, are the current customer needs being met by our organization right now? Yes and no. We do provide ethnic parties for the Polish American community, but in addition to that, we do offer, our number one product line is funeral luncheons, and that's important to note that that's where we are today. Where do we want to go into the future as far as, again, expanding products and services that we want to offer? We're unique in that we work with the community to go ahead and make sure that families that come to us are satisfied and that they would refer additional business to us. Referral business is a huge part of our source for new business. And why should an investor care? Because we've been around for 50 years. We'd like to be around for another 150 years if we could. And we also not only are looking at being here in the southern part of Macomb County, but possible expansion in the very near future. And we are successful because of what we do right now. We are unique to the extent that we provide a quality food product. And our accommodations are very relaxing, and our service that's performed by our wait staff is exceptional. And we also offer event planning for those people that need a little bit more help in designing a very, very memorable experience in hospitality. Now, when we use our business plan, we put together something called a SWOT analysis, S.W.O.T. And that stands for a company identifying their strengths, their weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Now, strengths and weaknesses come from an internal perspective because we can look at what we do, how we do it, what we do that is making us unique, those things that we could do a little bit better. When we look at opportunities and threats, those are external, where we look at what competition is doing, the general market out there, and any potential factors that would limit our success in the future. When we look at strengths, we look at the advantages that we have within our company. We have to ask the question, what do we do better than anybody else in the market? The answer, again, to those first two questions are the idea that we have the advantage of word-of-mouth advertising and the fact that we offer a complete, relaxing, and value-added product to our customers. And what's unique about the lowest cost resources that are available to us, we've been around for 50 years. We know where we can get the highest quality ingredients to put together an event at the lowest price possible. And what factors do we mean to get the sale? We will work with families, we will work with referrals to go ahead and get that business. Now when we talk about weaknesses, where could we improve? In the current location where the Century Banquet Center is located at 14 and Hoover, just down the road, we are located next to a golf course which has changed management, and they're expanding their banquet facility, and we have to be looking at a competition that we didn't have before. And we also asked the question, what are the people in the market that will be looking at our strengths? Again, they're looking at good value for the money that they're being paid. And as far as, again, other weaknesses, what we should avoid is to go ahead and keep our heads in the sand and do nothing. In other words, we have to look at our increased competition that's nearby to us and come up with a counter plan to deal with that. And where we have factors that will potentially lose sales is our other competitive catering operations in nearby Oakland County and a couple others here in Macomb County that are undercutting pricing right now. As far as with opportunities, we have great opportunities available to us, and they are, again, to expand our business operation with additional capital for physical expansion. And some of the interesting trends that we see is that there have been a migration of population on the ethnic side to go more north of our location here in southern Macomb County. And we need to be looking at potential acquisition of a new location that might be more east, maybe toward the Lake St. Clair area, but keeping it still in Macomb County. And we also have, again, threats that I've already mentioned. And some of those threats are, again, increased competition from right across the street from the organization called the Maple Lane Golf Course and catering facility. And we're worried to the extent that Maple Lane is coming up with an expansion of their banquet facility It will be in a setting that's going to be very, very panoramic, right on the golf course, and that's something that right now we lack. Changing technology is also in need of improvement. Yes, we do have a website. Yes, we do have Wi-Fi for our guests when they come into our hall. However, we need to upgrade and create a more user-friendly and user-focused online presence. Now, if we do not go ahead and create these changes, we may not be in business in 5 years. To summarize, in a SWOT analysis performed for the Century Banquet Center tells us that we need to probably make a move in the future, expand product line, become more technology savvy, and to continue our consistent quality service that we offer to all of our customers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what you've seen in these brief minutes in this analysis and very abridged business plan, in our next session we'll become more specific as far as the next stages in the design of that business plan. We look forward to your continued attention, and again, thank you for joining us today.